Hey guys, welcome back. Another edition of the Detour Live. We're crossing live to the Tour of Spain, and our man on the ground is John Iffy Trevorrow, four-time national road champion, and he's framing already out. His camera needs to be tilted down a little bit. His mic's all over the shop. Did you wear that shirt yesterday? Or is that a freshie?
It's a freshie, mate. I've got all different Hawaiian shirts. I'm doing my
You're stealing Rupert.
Rupert's not here, so I'm just sort of in spirit.
Stealing
Rupert's
it
with me.
He built that up for 30 years, and you're swooping in.
Exactly.
Now, we always, you often question my knowledge of cycling, and I predicted Sam Bennett would go back-to-back, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly right, mate. You got it spot on. It was a real hard one, too. It was one of the best selections of all time.
I know. It was tricky. I don't know how I did it, but I found a way.
No, a great win, and I won't get to chat to you about it until after the rest day when we get to Spain. But I spoke with him this morning, which you will show in a minute, and he was pretty happy actually. So look, great stage. The Dane Mads Pedersen was second again, and the Pom, young McClay was right in the mix. He actually caused a bit of furore the day before in sprint. Well, that wasn't all his fault, but. There's placings there. Grovesy again just got squeezed out, got on the Merlier's wheel, but they were too far back. And he's actually got a bit of speed there, Caden, but he's just got to get it right at the time. His layout train, you've got to remember they're here mainly to ride for the GC for Simon Yates. So it's really important. But they still do a really good job to get him out to the front. But then it's up to him to get the right spot. It's just been squeezed, but he's got the speed. It's his first Grand Tour. I would not be surprised. But you've got to remember, there's not a lot. I'll just go through them then. There's only 4 stages. Stage 11, so the sprinters don't get another go until after the time trial, after we get right down to the bottom of Spain. So stage 11, 13, 16, and the final stage 21. There's only 4 sprinter stage left. There's a few breakaway stages, but they've got 2 bigger climbs for the sprinters to get over.
They're getting the Ravi Shastri here, the old sprinters. Like, you look at the Tour de France, there was only a handful of stages that could have gone for as well.
It's getting that way, the way they're racing them as well. Super aggressive. The breakaways are really, putting efforts in. It's our old breakaway specialist. Tommy de Gent was up the road again today, and I knew he'd put pressure on towards the end, but anyway, they caught him in plenty of time, but he loves it out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, as you said, you caught up with a few big names before the start, so here's all your interviews from the mix zone. Enjoy.
Morning, Ben. So your first pesky road stage out of the way. How was it yesterday?
It was a bit weird. I don't really understand what Upson were doing, but anyway, got through okay. Now today's important. There's a little bit more wind, but it changed the direction a lot, so I think it's just going to be another little stressful day. And afterwards it'll be okay.
Yeah. So you're looking forward to getting down to Spain where the bike race will start?
Yeah, I mean the bike race will truly start from there for me, so I'll be a lot more excited. Today's a lot more about just staying concentrated and relaxed.
All right, mate. Good luck over the next few days, mate.
Cheers, thanks.
Iffy.
Daryl MP, how are you?
Stiff, sore.
What actually happened? I saw you laying on the ground.
And a couple of guys tumbled in front of me, and then I kind of tried to come to a halt, but the guys hit me from behind. So, unfortunate crash. Like really 60. We were like quite far back already, so I thought I was in the safe zone. But
bit of skin off, but okay.
Bit of skin off. Fell on my bad side, so at least I know my hip works. The right collarbone's pretty sore, but I think I've got enough to hold on to the handlebars, and I'll just try to get through today.
Yeah, so that would be the plan, just to get through today.
I'm not going to try any aerobics. I'll try to help the boys as much as I can, but today I'll probably be a little bit selfish and just look after myself.
And then we get down to Spain where the race really will start, right?
Exactly, it's going to be a different race. I mean, today's super nervous, lots of roundabouts, more traffic furniture than yesterday. The wind's picked up as well, so it could be a very difficult day, and you know, if I'm at the back, it's not the best place to be.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Sam, today, congratulations from the Aussies, mate. A fantastic win. It must have been really special after your challenges for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, long way back, but I needed to get the legs again. Still not 100%, but you know the team made a difference yesterday, and yeah, it was quite special. You know, like the team kept believing in me, kept supporting me all year, and I want to thank them again.
And today, how was it?
Yeah, I mean, I found it hard to sleep with the excitement, but yeah, we'll try and go for it again.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy, how are you, mate?
Good, ready for another day.
Yeah, so today looks a little bit tougher, as in more stressful, a bit more wind, a bit more road furniture. What's the plan?
It's certainly a little bit more open than yesterday, I think, and the wind's quite strong. The wind was also quite strong yesterday, but you know, 60 kilometres headwind towards the finish yesterday, so you know, people aren't as keen. But yeah, today's just another day. We need to be onto it. Nearly 200 kilometres, and the finish looks quite straightforward on paper, but you know, often those finishes with bigger roads are quite hectic.
So, plan A for today is similar to yesterday, get Grovesy up to the front?
Yeah, exact same as yesterday. Try and support Caden, make sure Simon gets through okay. You know, we have a lot of guys to help in that finish with Caden. Maybe we're lacking, you know, a last man or something, but it's more about just positioning him into the final kilometre.
There was about 200 metres to go, there was a flash where he showed real good speed, but he was just a bit too far back.
Yeah, I think he came from a bit too far back. You know, 500 metres to go, he was a long way back. He had a lot of speed, but, you know, you can't come from 15 wheels back.
Good luck today, mate.
Thanks, mate. How you doing?
Caden, I'm doing well. How are you doing, more importantly?
I'm going all right, yeah. Keen for another day and another chance.
So yesterday I watched that finish. You actually showed a little bit of speed, but you were just too far back. So is that the plan today?
Yeah, exactly. Was in a good position early yesterday, and then when the guys from behind came with momentum, I got squeezed out of it. So yeah, feeling good, and the conditions good. So just got to get a smoother run, and hopefully I can open up.
So it'll be a little bit more stressful today in some ways. It could be more wind, and there's a lot more road furniture, evidently.
Yeah, for sure. It's not a heap of wind, but enough to probably put some stress in the peloton, especially with the GC guys. You know, GC team wanting to ride position, so we're just going to have to see what happens. But yeah, for sure it's going to be hectic.
Good luck today, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Iffy.
Luke, Platt, how are we?
I'm flat as a tack, mate. The Blue Boys lost this morning. Woke up pretty early to watch it, and I'm flat.
I promised I wouldn't mention it, but there you go.
I know, mate. Can't get it off my mind. Take the anger out on the road today and just slip up the road, I reckon.
Yeah, no, bad luck for the Blue Boys, but for you guys, what's the plan today?
Similar to yesterday, mate. We're not sure what the weather's going to do today. It's almost blue balling us a bit, teasing us into maybe something happening, maybe not. So yeah, we'll see what we do, and if Ethan wants to have a sprint at the end, we'll support that. But same as yesterday, mate. Let's just get to Spain and let the racing start there.
So they say it's fairly open today, and it could be a bit more wind and more road furniture, and that changes things a bit.
Yeah, for sure, and I think just the crowds, mate, they've been amazing here, but it's the unpredictability that you're just not sure what's going to happen. But yeah, the roads look really open today, a lot more than yesterday. I think the final's going to start a lot earlier, where the technical sections come into play, and then the actual last bit's quite simple. But yeah, I think from about that 120, it's going to be on.
All right, mate, good luck today, and go Pies.
Thanks, mate, see ya.
Again.
Again, all right, mate, all good?
Yeah, all good.
So how was it yesterday? I mean, Alpecin made it a little bit easier for you. They took over a lot of control of the race, but maybe not today.
I would be surprised if they ride again today. I don't know what their tactics were yesterday, but it wasn't overly smart, I don't think. Let's bring the brake back, then not actually get anybody in the brake, and then let them sit at 30 seconds for the next 80 kilometres. But, you know, that's modern cycling now, I guess.
So, having the red jersey in the team, you predicted you'd pass it around, and it happened yesterday.
Yeah, let's see how it goes today. I think Mike has to brake a fair bit, and if it's not safe to just sit up and and do that, then Michael will probably keep it today. But if we can pass it around, then so be it. Won't be me. I lost time on purpose yesterday, so all good.
So today it looks maybe a bit more wind and a bit more road furniture, I hear. That makes it a bit more stressful.
Yeah, but it's not really the correct wind. So you never know here, to be completely honest. I'm not going to predict that there's going to be no crosswinds. We're in Holland, but I'd say 90% chance that it should be a sprint. There's still plenty of stuff to go after any potential crosswinds, so it'll take a lot of effort to on stage, really, second road stage, to gain time.
Good luck for that, mate.
Thanks, mate.
There's a good compilation of interviews there. It was great to hear Plappy talking about Carlton Footy Club.
Well, the funny thing was, I got a text from him really quite early this morning, saying, "Yeah, I'll see you in the mix zone, whatever. I'm devoed." You know, he watched the whole thing, the last quarter at breakfast. The team was saying, "What are you doing?" He watched it all at breakfast, and then he remembered as he was talking to me that I'm a pies man. And so I gave it to him. You know.
So for our international audiences, this is Australian football, and the Carlton Football Club, who he passionately goes for, were in the finals contention all year. And then the last game of the season, all they had to do was draw or win, and they lose by one single point. And they were winning by 25 points in the last quarter.
Yes.
It was unbelievable.
And I said to Vazzy, when he kept saying, "Oh, you're 3 goals down, you're 4 goals down." I said, "Mate, we're going to get up and we're going to kick a goal after the siren and win by 1 point." Well, it almost was that. So.
All right. Anyway. We're going to take a quick drinks break. When we come back, I've got some great ammo to wind Johnny up, which I love. So stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike. 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match, but not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Thanks again to Bike Exchange. Get over to bikeexchange.com.au for road bikes, mountain bikes, e-bikes, any bike accessories. You'll get the best price and you'll support all the local dealers wherever you are in the world, Iffy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I like how you don't add anything. I open the door up for you, you just go, yep.
Well, I normally do, but I know what's coming, so I'm just getting ready for it.
Okay, so at the Tour de France, I copped a lot of flack when I thought I was talking to Leonard Kamner. It was actually Vlasov, and he got a good laugh out of it. Now, along comes Miles Scotson, who you'd spoken to most days at the Giro.
I've known him since he was a youngster riding in the Bakerits, mate.
So
Superstar.
this is what you call a classic brain fart. So just remember that it is Miles Scotson. So this is John with Miles Scotson before the start.
Simon, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So how was yesterday? Stressful day in the bunch?
Bit stressful. Probably thought it was going to be worse with that run in the last 5K. But I worked out all right. It was a little bit messy in the end, but yeah, pretty good.
So what do you expect from today? It looks a little bit windier, and they tell me there's more road furniture and so on.
Yeah, can be pretty open about after about 100k. It's going to be pretty open there, possible crosswinds, but I don't see it really splitting, but being a bit stressful again, and then probably again a stressful final with the road furniture and yeah.
And your role today?
Yeah, lead out again. We'll try again with Jake. He just had a win right before he come to the Vuelta, so we're really going for him. Yesterday we got blocked by a certain rider that saw us coming and wanted to shut the door on that, and that kind of shut our move down in the last kind of 600 metres. But I think if we get it together and a good lead out, I think Jake can really be up there. Yeah.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good on you, Simon.
Yeah, it just shows you what a mongrel you are, because I realised it soon after. I said to just after we did it, and Vazzy was cutting him all. I said, "Hang on, did I call him? It's bloody Miles." So I picked up, because I do know him quite well. He's a lovely young man. So we trimmed that for SBS.
Oh, did you trim it? Did you?
Yeah, you know it because you saw it. You got the trimmed one as well, but you didn't use that, did you?
Of course I wouldn't. Of course I wouldn't. Mate, you slip up at this race, I'm onto it. Anyway.
Fair enough.
All right, well, here's a couple of interviews you got post-race with Jai Hindley and Luke Plapp.
Jai, wow, 2 in a row, mate.
Yeah, pretty phenomenal by Sam and the boys. Like, yeah, I'm really happy for him, I mean, yeah, he's one of the world's best sprinters, and yeah, he's coming back from a bit of a rough patch, but what can you say? Like, he's showed his class today again, so yeah, like I said, just so happy for him, and really happy for the team as well.
So what about yourself? How did you feel today?
Oh yeah, not too shabby. Like, it's a pretty fast stage actually. I think we averaged like 47, so we were hauling. But yeah, no, it was stressful in parts, and then settled down quite a bit, and then stressful again at the finish. But yeah, boys did a really good job keeping me safe, keeping Sam safe, and then yeah, picked up another stage, so it can't be bad, eh?
Bit of a break now, and then into the real stuff in Spain.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, looking forward to getting to Spain, and yeah, at the same time, it's been really nice here. Like Holland's really put it on for us, and yeah, it's been awesome. The atmosphere's been awesome, and yeah, looking forward to getting to Spain though.
Thanks, Jai. Good luck on the next couple of days, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Luke, just warming down after another hot day on the road. How'd it go?
Yeah, these Holland roads are pretty spicy. A lot of cobbles, a lot of clinkers, very technical. And at the end there, that was bloody quick. Richie had a little touchdown, but he's all right. And yeah, now we get into Spain and a bit more of our territory, you could say. We got through here safely and nicely, and now it's play ball.
Yeah. So the crowds looked enormous again today, so it's been fantastic.
Oh, mate, absolutely sensational. Not as many as at the G this morning, but no, crowds have been sensational. It's been a pleasure to race and ride through here, and look, I've soaked up every minute of it.
So on the big plane down to Spain for tomorrow, and then a day's rest, and all on again.
Yeah, rest up. Only a little short 3-day block now, but we've got a big stint coming up. It's obviously going to be a lot hotter, close to 40 degrees in Spain, and a lot more hills. So yeah, I think the race really starts now, doesn't it?
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, matey.
There's Luke Plapp and Jai Hindley. Luke was talking about Richie had a bit of a touchdown, and also Michael Woods is out of the race.
Broke fractured elbow and broken ribs, and he messed himself around a bit, which is a real shame. He was he would have definitely been looking at a podium place, and Israel needed those points. So it's terrible actually. Yeah.
Now there's a bit of a transfer. How are you getting down to Spain?
Yes, we're in Amsterdam now. So Vazzy, we had quick dinner. The world fastest ever delivery of a steak, because we got, we had a quiet drive, got here to take the car back because we're flying out tomorrow, and then got the train from Schiphol into a little hotel in the heart of Amsterdam. Went to this lovely steak restaurant. I said, look, I've got a challenge for you. I've only got 20 minutes and I've got to leave. Can you cook me a nice rare steak? No worries. And it was sensational. I reckon 5 minutes we got the steaks. So it was rare, all right.
Yeah, hang on, John. I've been on tours with you in the past where you've asked for steaks so rare, and then you've gone down with food poisoning for 3 or 4 days. Have you not learned?
That was the raw hamburger, not the rare steak. But anyway, that's close enough.
Whatever it was pink. You haven't learned.
No, I haven't learned. But anyway, so Vazzy's now just snuck out. So while I'm doing the podcast, he's off in the streets of Amsterdam. I'm a bit worried about him with the traffic. I don't want him to run a red light. So I'm just a bit concerned. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, stage 4, we won't be doing a podcast tomorrow because there's obviously a transfer and we won't have any interviews. But when things fire up again, looks to be a little bit more of a traditional sort of medium, lumpier stage.
Yeah, it's a day for the breakaways for sure. The GC guys, I think we'll wait for later in the week. There's a couple of rippers. It's a hard finish as well, uphill finish. So, I think it'll be the strong breakaway guys up the road on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your prediction for the stage? Tom's to Ghent.
Well, he'll be no doubt he'll be in the move up the road. It'd be interesting to see if one of the Bike Exchange guys tries to get in to be moved for one of those to have a chance. Well, I think they're more concerned with looking after Yatesy. But Harry Sweeney, good Aussie to get up the road in that one. But it'll be a breakaway win, I reckon, for sure.
And all the riders have been talking about the support that they've had in Holland. Obviously, there's a box ticked in a positive way for the organisation taking the race to, one of the heartlands of cycling.
Yeah, very much so. It's been absolutely fantastic, actually. Utrecht has become known as the centre of cycling. It's been a grand depart now for all 3 Grand Tours. So over the last, just 7 years. So it's pretty amazing. And the crowd's been sensational. So it's been Tour de France type crowd. So it's been definitely a big tick. Next year she starts back in Spain, Barcelona, which will also be a bit of fun with another team time trial. So a few of the boys were happy about that. It's really been interesting to see the support that the team time trial gets from the riders. They actually quite like it because it's one of the few occasions where they, the team rides together. Normally these guys are putting their heart and soul in it to help their team leader, but it's always in ways not recognised as such, but this is one where they actually ride together and win or lose together. So it's pretty special, actually. And
before we wrap things up, obviously this time of year, there's a lot of chat about rider transfers. I was just having a look at cycling tips and a couple of the big ones. Obviously, Richard Carapaz going to EF Education. Yep. Dylan Van Baal and Wilco Kelderman going to Jumbo Visma. That's a couple of big signings there, Iffy.
Yep. They need a couple of extra riders.
That's it. Fatten up their stocks. But the big one is Amanda Spratt. She's going to Trek Segafredo. She's obviously been with the Green Edge organisation from its inception in 2012, and she's making the switch.
And you know what? It's probably a good thing. She's been an absolute, part of the fabric of Green Edge, of Bike Exchange Jaco, and all the different connotations and names it's had. But, she's had some injuries. She's come back. And I reckon it's good for her. I think she will find just a fresh
reset.
A reset. She's a talented young lady who, up until those injuries, she was sort of in the big races, top 3 for Grand Tours, that sort of thing, looking right up there. And it just hasn't come quite back. She's been trying. It's gradually coming. I reckon we've got a lot to see with Amanda, no problems.
And Chris Harper coming across, who's obviously with Jumbo at the moment. He's coming across the Bike Exchange Jaco next year.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris on day one. He's looking forward to it, actually. And he was asking about the Sun Tour. He said, the Sun Tour, I hear a rumour it could be on the Jaco Herald Sun Tour, of course. And I said, look, it's in the hands of the guides, or even worse than that, the politicians at the moment. So the right people are wanting it to happen. but that decision is going to have to be made very quickly because we're running out of time. So I think we should know in the next few days. But he was really keen for the whole summer of cycling. Jerry's keen for the team to be racing the whole summer. So Bay Crits could get a look into there as well with a bit of luck. But, hey, talking about Bay Crits, see, one of the big wins overnight, Marco Heller beat Wout van Aert to take the Beamer Classic, which is a big race. And that's his biggest win. And, of course, probably his second biggest win because he won the Bay Crits about 3 or 4 years ago as well.
Well, there you go. It's the birthplace of big wins when you salute at the Bay Crits.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we'll be back again on Wednesday morning at 6:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll give you a reset day for the transfer, and then we'll be recapping all the action from stage 4, which, as we said, it's a medium sort of lumpier stage and could be one for the breakaway. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of action. And you've just got to prevent the dicky knees, Iffy. So you need a bit more space with your stick.
I'll get the longer stick out.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Now I'm going to have to now do an apology to not Simon.
Scott Scotson.
Scott Scotson. No, but Miles, his middle name is Simon, but it's now. But I don't reckon it, because it was a bit mumbled, and I think I got away with it with Miles. But now
at the end, you said Simon again.
No,
so thanks, Simon.
Did I? No, I didn't. I said thanks, bud. Thanks, mate.
Okay, we'll have to review the tape again.
I reviewed the tape on this one, so you're making that up.
Okay,
but which you are known to do. But so now I've been exposed. I'm going to have to apologise to him.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again for the support. YouTube.com/The Detour Podcast, and get behind our major partner, my Bike Exchange. Go across to bikeexchange.com.au and get behind them. Great company that's been supporting us from day dot.
Exactly. No matter where you are in the world, just jump on if you want a helmet, bike shorts, new tyres, or that special e-bike, because they've got the special going on those. Just jump on and they'll find one place near you. I was just going to say, it's very interesting. You've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in GC, all from the one team. Now, you don't normally get that.
Yeah, but you do after a team time trial.
Well, not after 3 days. Normally 1 or 2 will stay up there, but you've still got them there because they've got no time bonuses for the stages. That's the problem.
There you go.
There you go.
Good little start to finish on. All right, guys. We'll see you again Wednesday morning. Stay tuned. Have a good transfer day, Iffy, and we'll check in again soon. See you guys.